The moon hung low in the cloud-covered sky, casting an eerie glow over the abandoned harbor. A lone boat, battered and worn, rocked gently against the decaying pier. Its name, barely visible through the thick layer of grime, read, "The Whispering Shadow." As midnight approached, a chill settled in the air, and a distant fog rolled in, shrouding the harbor in an impenetrable mist. Thomas, an adventurous soul seeking a thrill, found himself drawn to the mysterious vessel. He hesitated for a moment, contemplating the legends that surrounded the Whispering Shadow, tales of ghostly whispers, haunted by the souls of those lost at sea. Ignoring the unease that tingled up his spine, Thomas stepped onto the creaking dock and approached the boat. The rhythmic lap of the water against its hull seemed to sync with his heartbeat, creating an ominous melody that echoed through the desolate harbor. As he stepped onto the weathered deck, the air became thick with an otherworldly presence. Thomas felt the weight of unseen eyes upon him. A soft, disembodied voice whispered through the air, chilling him to the core. "Leave this cursed vessel," it urged, but the young man pressed on, determined to uncover the secrets that lay within. The interior of the Whispering Shadow was engulfed in darkness, broken only by the feeble glow of Thomas's flashlight. The air was heavy with the scent of salt and decay, and the wooden floor creaked beneath each cautious step. Shadows danced eerily along the walls, playing tricks on Thomas's mind as he navigated the narrow corridors. His flashlight flickered, casting long, distorted shadows that seemed to move independently of the boat's motion. Unnerved, Thomas quickened his pace, driven by an insatiable curiosity that drowned out the warnings echoing in his mind. As he delved deeper into the bowels of the ship, strange whispers intensified. Murmurs of regret and despair surrounded him, each step echoing the sorrowful tales of the souls that had met their demise on this forsaken vessel. The walls seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy, as if the very essence of the Whispering Shadow absorbed the pain of those it had claimed. A sudden gust of cold wind extinguished Thomas's flashlight, plunging him into an oppressive darkness. Panic set in as he fumbled to relight it, but a faint glow emanated from the end of the corridor. A dim light, like a distant lighthouse in a storm, drew him forward. Entering a chamber at the heart of the ship, Thomas discovered an ancient journal resting on a dust-covered table. The leather-bound tome seemed to beckon him, its pages whispering secrets of the ship's grim history. As he leafed through the brittle pages, the tales of tragedy unfolded before him. The Whispering Shadow had once been a majestic vessel, a haven for seafarers seeking fortune and adventure. Yet, a malevolent force had taken root, driving its crew to madness and despair. A series of mysterious disappearances and gruesome accidents stained its legacy, leaving behind a trail of lost souls. As Thomas reached the final pages, the whispers around him grew frenzied. The ghostly voices merged into a haunting chorus, recounting the ship's last doomed voyage. Crew members, driven mad by an unseen force, had turned on each other, sealing the fate of the Whispering Shadow. A sudden jolt shook the boat, and the spectral voices rose to a deafening crescendo. Shadows coalesced, forming twisted apparitions that moaned in agony. The very essence of the ship seemed to rebel against the intruder, seeking to entrap him within its cursed confines. In a desperate attempt to escape, Thomas stumbled back, the ancient journal falling from his grasp. The room warped and contorted, as if the very walls were closing in around him. The once quiet whispers became anguished screams, echoing through the desolate vessel. As he reached the deck, the fog outside had thickened, concealing the harbor in an impenetrable veil. The ship groaned under an unseen force, the spectral voices merging into an otherworldly wail that reverberated through the night. Thomas, now gripped by terror, sprinted across the decaying pier, the haunting cries of the ship's lost souls echoing in his ears. The fog swallowed him whole, and the Whispering Shadow disappeared into the spectral mist, its dark secrets concealed once more. The harbor fell silent, the echoes of the haunted vessel fading into the night. The moon cast an indifferent glow over the abandoned pier, leaving behind only whispers of a cursed ship that lured the curious and claimed their souls for eternity.